both. Thiago from Brazil. I would like to be a 3D character artist, and I've been learning about this area since December 2022. To me, it's difficult to bring more details or realism to my characters, and because of that, I normally drop these projects unfinished. So I would like some tips about how to create a better character and avoid giving up on my projects. Let's take a look. Okay, yeah, we definitely need to improve on the sculpting side of things, my friend. As you say, is the details that we're missing. So there's a lot of forms here on the face, for instance, that we're missing. The render, of course, is just a viewport render. You should never use viewport renders, to be honest. Like, it's so easy to do a render inside of Blender or inside of Marmoset, instead of other elements. So we need to see full characters. I'm not gonna show this because I don't want to be banned, but we definitely need to work a little bit more on the characters themselves. Okay. I might suggest, Thiago, the new anatomy course that I released. That one I think could definitely help you out to understand more of the forms in the sculpting section. And then for texturing, you definitely need to learn about retopology and things like that. And then, of course, Substance Painter. France, you're welcome, man. I was advised to elevate the character or prop is to showcase how they will look like in a... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I've been mentioning, that one 3D artist, that it's very important that we think about our projects, every project. This is what I told here, our good friend, Supam, that if I just see a shield, it doesn't tell me anything. Like, I've done a shield. You guys remember I did a 3D shield. Let's see, where is it? So I did a shield. There you go. And there's this tutorial for this shield in case you guys want to see it. There's the modeling and the texturing and everything, like a crash course on prop creation. But I don't have anywhere to show this shield, so I'm not gonna have it on my portfolio, right? Because it's just a shield. Like, I know, and hopefully when people see my portfolio, they should know that if they ask me to do a shield, I can do it. So I don't need to have just a shield on my portfolio. But if our good friend here, Suvan, had like multiple shields, like a little like Smith gallery or something, like the blacksmith's workshop, and there's the anvil, the forge, tools, and everything. Well, now it looks like a product, like it's part of a whole world, and that's where you really see how this could be implemented in a game, not just as a single asset like this. Okay, so that's how you do it. No, I don't know what kind of hair they use on that particular one, Kai. I'm gonna have to do more research. So Thiago, yeah, Thiago, I can see. And here's the thing, Thiago, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. You mentioned that you want to be a character artist, right? Well, Francisco over here also wants to be a character artist. This is your competition. That's what you're going against on a global scale. This is your competition, and this is what you need to match. Okay. And I'm not saying this to get you demotivated, because I know right now it might seem like, oh my god, I'm so far away. Don't worry, there's enough, there will be enough opportunities for everyone, and everyone's gonna have their own path. It's not about that, but this is the quality bar that people are looking for whenever they're hiring a character artist. If you're not here yet, ask yourself the question, what do I need to learn? Do I need more texturing skills? Do I need more modeling skills? Because this is what people are expecting from a character artist, okay? So whenever I see someone's artwork, like Luis right here, that's very inspiring, I used to feel very sort of like demotivated. It's like, oh, I'm never gonna get there, when I saw like Rafael Grassetti's stuff. And now it's not about that. I prefer to see things and be like, damn, this is great. What can I learn from this? Because right now I'm learning things from Luis. Like, I'm looking at this like, damn, he managed like this cuts here on the armor very, very nicely, very, very cleanly. I would love to hear how he managed this cuts. I'm guessing it was probably ZBrush, right? Like some sort of like slice curve or something. But I'm looking at this and I'm learning. So instead of being demotivated by an artwork that's super impressive, you need to find a way to be inspired by it and to learn from it. That's how we grow as artists, okay? So that would be my advice for you, Thiago. Like, look for the skills that you know you need to improve on, and set yourself goals, achievable goals that you can do to work and get there. It's not something that you're gonna be able to do in like 1 month or 2 months. It's gonna take you longer, but you will get there, okay? Do you guys think there's any age prejudice in the 3D industry, especially older than 55, anime in America? Well, older than 55, you might be facing other types of issues, Ron. And this is something that I'm seeing with some of my uncles. So I'm 30. I'm about to be 32. Most of my uncles are in the 50 to 60 range, and some of them are being laid off in their works, right? Because they're close to their retiring age. So at that point, it becomes difficult because it's difficult for a studio to hire someone who is getting close to retirement, because usually a studio wants to hire and not have to hire again in a couple of years, right? But there's one thing, Ron, that I think you could benefit from if you're in that like age, and that's indie stuff. Really, indie stuff, guys. It's a big industry right there. It might be difficult for you to get a job at a AAA studio, right? To be honest, because I'm not saying there's prejudice, but there's certain. Oh no, it's prejudice. Let's call it what it is. It's difficult for a AAA studio to hire someone, especially if you're just starting as a 3D artist, because it's better for them to hire a young 20-year-old artist who doesn't have any responsibilities and they can exploit sometimes, unfortunately, than it is to hire someone who might have a family and might not be able to be there all the time, stuff like that, right? So, but on the indie stuff, there's a bunch of very, very enthusiastic people that are willing to create a lot of things, and you might have a shot over there, or even creating your own stuff, as I always say. Oh, I love that quote, 1-3D artist. I love that quote. It's not that you are a poor artist compared to others. You're just in the beginning of your art journey. Someone who has great work is just more advanced in their art journey. And they were ones where you stood. Don't bring yourself down. Learn how to build yourself up. That is beautiful. I'm just 31. What? Do I look older? Yeah, I'm about to be 32. I'm the 31 right now. Yeah, and here's the thing, guys. Let's go full screen because this is important. It's a little bit of a motivational speak. You guys need to understand that, as the 1-3D artist says right here, everyone has their own journey. Everyone's gonna go through their own process. And not everyone will have the same tools or the same access. For instance, there could be someone out there who only has a chance to study 3D 1 hour a day or 2 hours a day because he needs to support his family. That's their journey, that's their process, and that's fine. And then there's someone out there who's got the opportunity to study full-time and do 3D for 8 or 10 hours a day for several months. Well, of course that one person is gonna move more quickly than the person that only can do 2 hours a day. But you do not want to compare yourself in that situation, because if you do that, you're gonna suffer. And the problem is, that's not something that they chose. It's just the life that they had, right? Like they were given. So the best you can do is you need to make use of the time and the opportunities that you have. And that's it. You cannot ask for more. And you need to understand that, and you need to not compare yourself to others, because again, everyone's journey is different. I'm gonna give you another little bit of, if you want to call this life advice. I know people who are working at AAA studios who have been working on amazing projects, and they've told me that they're living a life of depression, that they're completely just going through the days and through the motions. They don't enjoy it. They don't have a family. They don't own a house, but they're working at the top studios. They're living the dream, right? And there's other people that are like, oh no, I've been doing indie stuff, or I've been doing I have my own little workshop where I create my own stuff, my own pieces, but I have a family, I have a house, I enjoy my free time, I enjoy time with my kids. So there's so much more to life than just, again, being a slave to work, right? I know we love art and we love working, but you guys need to understand that there's so many things. So just focus on your journey, focus on your own development, on your own growth, and don't look at other ones, okay? Look for what makes you happy, look for what allows you to keep going, look for what brings value to your life. And what brings value to your life might not be the same thing that brings value to other people's life, okay? So focus on your own stuff. That's what you need to do, okay? Always have goals, always be ambitious, always try to go for more stuff, but don't dwell too much. Don't compare yourself to others. It's one of the best advices that I can give you guys. Gabriel says, I'm new to 3D modeling sculpting. Do you have a specific program you recommend for beginners? Blender. Blender is really good to start with. Maya is also a great source, or a great point to start. So yeah, that's probably where I would start. Okay. Is there any website for job opportunities for indie industry that you might know? There's one. There was one. Oh man, I forgot about it. I think indie 3D indie world. There was one. I saw it not so long ago. There we go. This one. Work with indies is one that could work. Zip Recruiter, but this one I've seen before. Work with indies. So there you go. Art and animation. Kluge Interactive's hiring mid senior UI UX artist. Okay, mobile 2D artist, art lead, environment concept artist, art director, 3D character artist, 3D animator, character animator, 3D character artist, associate 3D artist, founding artist. For instance, this one, founding artist 3D. You'll be our first full-time artist. Okay, this is what I mean, right? Like Double Dusk. Who are they? I don't know. They're paying a good amount of money, I would say. This is like yearly payment, so that's not bad. What are they looking for? This sort of stuff. Okay, cool. So where can I apply? You just apply, talk to them. Will it work? Will this be the next Naughty Dog in 20 years? Maybe yes, maybe not. We don't know. But this one's a good site, guys. Work with indies. You might find something. LinkedIn also has, ArtStation also has, so there you go. Can I move to Mexico and become your student? You don't need to move to Mexico, man. If you want a like a one-on-one class or session with me, you can just send me a message through Discord that we can I can give you the details and we can schedule something. That's more of a lead position. There has to be like multiple positions. And here's the thing: if they're just starting, like you might say that's a lead position, yeah. You don't think Francis right here, Lewis, could be a lead position artist with the skills that he knows to do this thing right here? Of course he could, even if he doesn't have any experience. If he can show me this, and I'm looking for someone who's going to be the lead 3D character artist, it's like, okay, yeah, you might have not been a lead before, but I might trust you, and we might just, like, it might work. Like, what's the worst that can happen? They say no, right? That's the thing. You just gotta try. Anyway, let's keep going, because otherwise we're not going to finish, and we're still missing... Oh, quite a few. Oh my god, quite a few. Okay, I'm gonna move a little bit faster now. What was the last one? Thiago, right?